Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here, my buddy Cowboy Jobu, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Jobu Sports Report. Because without you guys, well, we all know I'd still be here talking. Man, what a game last night. It is so crazy how everybody will think that it's going to be one way and it goes another. Now, to answer some of you guys' comments, I didn't say New England was done for the year. It's way too early to decide that. And what I always say is, what happens in September, don't feel too good and excited about what your team did, and don't feel too bad about what your team did. Because a lot of this stuff is going to reverse. Remember back last year, first month of the season, everybody was talking about the Green Bay Packers. Aaron Rodgers had lost it, that their coach needed to go, that they needed to just blow that whole situation up, and then look what happened. He turned it around. So don't get too excited and don't get too down. You don't know what you got till come October. So New England, I think that's a little bit of Super Bowl hangover. I think that's bringing in a whole lot of new pieces, and that may be the biggest thing that may be their downfall. It reminds me, because you guys know I'm a student of the game, of the Philadelphia Eagles. Sure, they didn't win a ring in the 2000s, but Andy Reid had them good every single year. In fact, when you look at like the 2003-2004 season, that was the last time we actually had a back-to-back winner in the NFC East. And they didn't build it like the Redskins try and build through free agency, signing about a whole bunch of guys and bringing them in and thinking we're making a dream team. And when Andy Reid did try to do that, he screwed up all the chemistry on his team. The team that on paper looked like it was going to be world beaters ended up being garbage. And ended up leading to him getting fired, even though he had been a great coach with the Eagles. And you look at what New England did this year. New England already had a great team. They let some free agents go. And then they went out and they signed a lot of big-name free agents. They got rid of some of their draft picks to bring in some guys to make moves. And to me, that spelled, I want to say desperation, but not desperation, but realizing that the end is near for Tom Brady and trying to go all in to make sure that they can put it out there with another ring right now before they start the rebuilding process. The only problem with doing that is chemistry. You're getting away from the way your team was built and what got you there. Because there's no quick panacea in the NFL. There's no quick fix to turn a team around. We've tried that for years. The Redskins every year tried that for years, but it doesn't work. The only way you win in the NFL is drafting well and bringing up your own talent. But again, it's way too early to throw dirt on New England. But when we look back on the season, and we will revisit this, we'll see if that was in fact their downfall, if they do fall. Now, news on Odell Beckham Jr. He is listed as questionable for the game. We don't have reports yet on him practicing, if he is actually going to practice. All he's really done in practice is warm up and done some straight line running thus far. He hasn't been doing any cutting or anything like that, and so on. So the question you have to ask is, A, if he does play, how effective will he be? Or B, is this all smoke and mirrors where the Giants are basically trying to play a rope-a-dope against the Cowboys and say, Odell Beckham, he's probably not going to play, and get the Cowboys to drop their guard, in which case he comes out there like, nobody's business. Sometimes football is gamemanship, and getting people to be not prepared for what you're doing is how you win. And of course, sometime in the next 5 hours and 45 minutes, we'll be getting a ruling from the court in Texas on whether or not they're going to go ahead and give Zeke Elliott that stay of execution, basically, or hear the case. The sources that I heard from yesterday said that they are going to be taking it up. We'll find out if my sources are reliable or not, and if I was actually ahead of the curve or not. But I'm actually done with work for the day. Thank goodness. I'm going to go out here and get me some pork shoulders because we're going to be making some pork sliders this weekend. Oh my God, football is back. We're going to have chicken wings. Man, we're going to be grubbing down this weekend and watching the Cowboys. All right, friends, I'm Mark Holmes. This is Cowboy Joe Boo, and be sure to tune in tonight where I'll give you guys my NFC East predictions on the season. And I can't wait. See you there soon.